Hi, I'm Anthony O'Flynn. I'm the director of the Paradigm Shift Summit. An awakening is occurring. Can you feel it? It's amazing to see people from all over the world awakening to the reality that the time has come for substantial and significant change. The Paradigm Shift Summit is a fundamental expression and manifestation of this global awakening of humanity. A collective of socially and spiritually aware people who are seeking a better future Earth and to embody all the amazing qualities of humanity and live at our highest potential to be the best version that we can be individually and collectively. It's apparent that there is a crisis, a planetary crisis, and that we are living an unsustainable way of life. Our major institutions appear more and more unsustainable. The banking system, the financial system, the way we approach the planet itself through the management of the environment, political system, medical system, educational system, we are coming to the realization that there needs to be change in order for us to have a bright, harmonious, balanced future. And this polarity is obviously occurring from the perspective that as the negative aspects of the planet in the sense of war, violence, crisis, social crisis intensify, the beautiful part is at the same time there is an awakening that is essentially an undercurrent that is also occurring where people are starting to take real action, and it's not just talking, and people are actually taking personal responsibility for the future of the earth, for the life that they're living, as we seek individually and collectively to have a more inspired, elevated, more conscious way of living, which is everything that summarizes the paradigm shift movement. People are realizing that they've been born into a system that simply does not serve them, and they're seeking to create real change to prosper, to live a more harmonious, balanced life. Significantly, I've seen over the last few years, many people in the various workshops, retreats, and other projects that I work on are undergoing personal crisis. These challenges are presenting themselves in the form of health, finances, career, relationships, emotional issues, and the biggest one of all, life purpose. Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? What is the fundamental meaning and purpose of my life? People are asking these questions now at a much deeper level. It's not just some philosophical speculation. People are now seeking to live at a higher vibration, to live in a more elevated life, and realizing that this experiment, if you like, with material consumption is simply not making people happy. It's not really working. People are wanting something more. So there is ultimately a shift occurring where people are now starting to look inside for fulfillment, for happiness, for well-being, and not seek uselessly through the use of trinkets and materialism that simply leaves us unfulfilled and empty. Now, this lack of fulfillment or emptiness can actually be the seed, the spark for the awakening itself. So if this is happening to you, if you're having challenges, then this could be your actual awakening process that you'll look back on and see, wow, that's what that was all about. I know myself, I've had challenges, and a lot of people who I've been speaking to around me are having challenges as well. Well, this is part of the collective shift occurring at an individual level. Remember that the caterpillar undergoes a radical transformation, but it also coexists momentarily side by side with the butterfly. So the butterfly and the caterpillar coexist, and that's what's occurring at the moment as we see this polarity occurring between the light and the dark. This eternal duality as we move, as we shift into this golden age of man, this Satya Yuga in the Indian tradition, that we can be the highest version of ourselves and awaken our inner potential. In the Chinese language, the word crisis is composed of two characters. one representing danger and the other opportunity. Quote from JFK, which indicates that although we are under pressure, there is challenge, that this challenge can also be the spark for our inner transformation. And that's why the logo of the Paradigm Shift Summit is a diamond. That the diamond, as we all know, was essentially coal under extreme pressure. And from this pressure, the awakening occurs and there is the transformation. And as a result, the diamond manifests. So we're now reaching this critical mass on the planet where this momentum towards this awakening is getting greater and greater, and it's quite staggering to see that more and more people are starting to question the consensus reality, question the norm, and are starting to ask for a more meaningful, more purposeful life, living in harmony with the nature and being more inspired in all the ways that we can be as humans. The transit of Pluto through Capricorn, of course, is posing challenges for our institutions, as I mentioned, the government sector, banking, education, medical, political systems. They're all currently under pressure, that there is this need for change. And this essentially is what the Paradigm Shift Summit is really all about. It's an opportunity to connect with like-minded people, hear from some of the leading pioneers of the paradigm shift, learn techniques for your own awakening, your own evolution of your soul, and be in a inspiring, uplifting environment for this transformation at an individual level, and then able to affect the vibration, the transformation of each individual in our life and ultimately across the planet to create this global awakening of humanity to live in a more elevated, inspired, higher level of consciousness as we move from corporatism to community and from competition to cooperation. The time for unity is now, the time to act is now, and the future is bright if we create the shift. We must take responsibility for creating the shift. And I know that I can't do this alone, but I also know that we can do this together. Thanks for watching. What we do in life echoes in eternity.